Welcome back into the Rowdy Studio. I'm Stephen Levine. This is Tom Vandervoort. Heading to Talladega, baby!
Yeah, you know, this is it. This is Talladega in the chase where a lot of bad things can happen to you.
Now, are you of the opinion, as many of the drivers are, that if we're going to have two races at Talladega, let's not put it in the chase?
Look, you got to have a plate race in the chase.
I don't agree.
You got to have a plate race in the chase. And sorry, it's part of our sport. If you don't want a plate race in the chase, why do you want to race on them at all? I mean, this is part of our sport.
Well,
sure.
So are road courses, but you don't think we should have one of those in the chase?
Well, I'm not sure they should be part of our sport. And maybe we should have one in the chase.
It's crazy, yes.
But I honestly, you got to have a plate race in the chase. Would I prefer it to be Daytona at the end of the year? Probably, yes. But Talladega is Talladega. It's a great racetrack. It's a great race. Is there a little more fortune involved in this race? Yes, there is.
Just a little.
Just there is.
All right, well, let's talk about the keys to the race. And the key to this race is survival. And
that's the first key. It always is.
Isn't it the first and the last?
It's the first and the last because you got to survive from first to last. There will be guys, most likely. It's not impossible that we have a no-wreck Talladega. It's happened before, but it's very, very unlikely. There will be guys that lose a lot of points in this race. So if you're looking at the chase and you're looking at the championship, you've got to do everything in your power not to be one of those guys. Yeah. Not to be one of those guys that wrecks halfway through this thing.
Now, in terms of your end game, look, Brad Keselowski came up with a brand new strategy that worked for him in the spring, but he himself said that was a one-time deal because now everybody's going to be ready to defend against that move. I really think you're going to get back to seeing a tandem draft, somewhere in the last lap to decide the outcome of this race. And we go back to the age-old question, do you want to be in second or do you want to be in first when you're going around turn 4?
Well, we've certainly seen both work, and to me it depends on if you're one tandem of cars, how close is the next tandem? Because if it's two guys and you've distanced yourself from the rest of the field, then the guy in second can afford to pop out and try to slingshot around the guy in first. If you've got a bunch of tandems right there next to each other, as soon as that second guy pulls out, both those cars are going to slow down and another tandem is going to get past them. So I think that's the real thing to look at the end of this race. If we are in that two-car draft looking for the victory, how many cars are in contention? If it's a lot, I think you want to be in first. If it's not very many or just you two, I think you want to be in second.
I agree, and I think that's what we've seen play out in recent races. Now, it's sort of a crapshoot to try to pick a winner at this race, but we got to do it. It's our job. Who do you like?
I don't know. Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Okay,
How about that?
Kiss the butt of the Junior Nation.
I will. Look, Junior has a couple things going for him.
Lots of Talladega wins.
Hendrick Motorsports engine should be good, and he's got a feel for the draft, which we will see in this race. We will see the big pack drafting. He's got a good feel for that. Could he get caught up in anything? Sure, so can anybody. But if you like a driver to handle this kind of situation, you gotta like Dale Jr.
And that's why I like Jeff Gordon, because he has that Hendrick power under the hood, and he's got the experience getting around this track. He's got a feel for it. He understands the vagaries of plate racing, even in this new incarnation. So I think his experience can pay off. But Brad Keselowski has like 7 top 10s or something like that in 10 starts. Those aren't the exact numbers, but he's really good here. Now, yeah. I think the odds of him winning 2 in a row at Talladega are pretty slim, just as the odds would be for anybody, but don't overlook him.
No, don't overlook him. And the Fords, I think, will be pretty good, too.
Well, I hope so, because they haven't been...
Yeah, I think this might be their last hurrah here, to be honest with you.
Exactly, and even a win here isn't going to be enough to get Matt Kenseth or Greg Biffle back in the mix.
I don't think so.
All right, for Tom Vandervoort, I'm Stephen Levine. Thanks a lot for watching.